Today I have for you my first romance review. If you're watching the videos in order, you will know I have not done one yet. If you're not, you don't care, and that's okay too. I am going to be doing A Date with Darcy by Tiffany Schmidt. This is part of the Bookish Boyfriends series. However, the books themselves do not have to be read in any specific order. There's a few character overlaps, but really that's about all. It's not going to matter in terms of understanding the stories what order you read them in. So here we go. A Date with Darcy by Tiffany Schmidt. Marilee and her sister Rory have just started a new co-ed school thanks to her older sister's fiance's mother. Marilee is sure this is her chance to finally meet the most romantic boy ever. But after her first day, she has decided that boys are so much better in books. There is the flamboyant, impulsive Monroe, outlandishly declaring his love for her. Perhaps the Romeo to her Juliet? And there's the haughty, derisive Fielding, who must be the Mr. Darcy to her Izzy, despite the fact that this bookworm has never actually read Pride and Prejudice. Enter her English teacher, Miss Gregory, possibly a literary witch. Miss Gregory encourages the students to find themselves in the stories, to discover which story is truly theirs. As the class begins to study Romeo and Juliet, Mary decides that she and Monroe are, in fact, Romeo and Juliet. She also decides that it is not the greatest love story ever written. It is, in fact, a story of two passionate teenagers making impulsive and bad decisions that ultimately lead to their deaths, and definitely not a story that she wants to emulate. All the while, Fielding is continuously, randomly inserted into her life. But why he can't stand her and thinks she never should have been allowed at Hero High in the first place remains a mystery. Assigned Pride and Prejudice by Miss Gregory as a punishment, Mary becomes certain that Fielding is in fact the Darcy character, and she might just be Lizzie. Suddenly, she can't read this book fast enough. And then, of course, there is her BFF, the ever-practical Eliza, who is certain that whole idea is insane. As a hopeless romantic myself, the title, Bookish Boyfriends, and Marilee's declaration early on that boys are so much better in books is all it took to ensure that I would read this one. As a voracious reader, it's hard to find a book that actually blows me away, so simply saying that I enjoyed this book is pretty high praise. I would recommend this book to literature lovers and romantics alike, looking for an easy and uplifting read. Mary is a romantic, but she's also a strong, bright young lady. There is a bit of teen swooning and even a smidge of mystery, but Mary does eventually get her head screwed on straight and realizes that you can't judge a book, any book, by its cover.